the reluctant pooper, a common issue and something that people asked about in the chat. So we're really happy to be able to give you an idea here. So here's the scenario. My child wears underwear all day and pees in the toilet when we take him to the bathroom. However, he insists on having a diaper to do a bowel movement. He'll make the sign for poop, take my hand, lead me to the diapers. He poops in a squatting position in the diaper as soon as he gets the diaper on, and then he wants help changing it. How do I get him to poop in the toilet? Oh, it's a tough one. So oops, getting an Adobe update here. Sorry, just a second. So yeah, this is something that happens surprisingly often. We deal with this a lot in practice. So this person has a good grasp on pee training. They've got it. There's something about the diaper and the poop going together that are really hard to break for this trainee. And yeah, and I mean, it could be, right, this is just one scenario. It could be making a sign for poop, could be leading the parent to the bathroom, could be saying, I need my diaper, I have to poop. Whatever their communication modality is, they're telling you in some way, give me my freaking diaper so I can poop, right? So remember again, this person has been pooping in a diaper for many, many years, since birth probably, right? They think that's what they're supposed to do. They think you are a bit crazy for wanting them to not do that, right? This is something we've touched on a lot. So I think because the trainee in this situation obviously sort of knows, I gotta poop, I'm gonna get my diaper, where's my diaper? Often the trainer will kind of think, you know what you're supposed to do. Why won't you just do it? You know you're about to poop. You're taking me to the diapers. You know all the steps. Why don't you just poop in the toilet? They don't know. They don't get it. You need to teach them. You need to show them what you want them to do and that they'll get a reinforcer for it, right? That good things will happen. So the solution for this is a research-based strategy and something that we use in practice pretty frequently, is stimulus fading. So right now, before you start approaching this problem with the trainee, the stimulus, the sort of feeling, the existence of the diaper on their body is what they associate with poop. What you need to do is slowly fade away the diaper so they no longer need it. So when you first start working on this procedure, the trainee would sit on the toilet with the diaper on and poop in the diaper. So all they're doing that's different from what they were doing before is like they're fully wearing their diaper. Just want to make sure you understand that. They're wearing their complete diaper. They sit on the toilet and they poop. Yeah, maybe with a squatty potty pat saying. So they might have something that's helping them to position their body a little bit better for that. So it's more conducive to the way they like to poop. But they poop sitting in the toilet in the diaper and they get a reinforcer as if they pooped in the toilet. You give them the big, good, amazing thing as if they did a full-on poop in the toilet. Weird, right? A little counterintuitive. We're saying poop in your diaper, but do it a little bit my way. Do it a little bit how I like it. So sitting on the toilet. That being said, in the example that was given, like the little scenario that we wrote up, which is really common, this is a trainee who liked to stand or squat. So for some trainees, just getting to the point where they're actually sitting and pooping in the diaper is hard. They like to stand, they like to squat. So yeah, using that squatty potty, Pat talked about that earlier, that really is gonna elevate their knees. That could help them feel more comfortable. With some trainees, we need to shape the sitting on the toilet really gradually. So I've had some situations where they have a sort of like a stool around the toilet that's got big handles. Again, some great toilet training products are meant for seniors who need help getting off the toilet, right? So you can see, I don't know if everybody knows what I'm talking about, but you can get sort of portable, big handles that go beside your toilet. So you can hoist yourself off of it. Some trainees like to hold on to those handles and lean back over the toilet, and that's how they're pooping. They're not fully sitting, they're pooping like that. That's an okay place to be for a while. If you're in a home doing training or a school with an accessible washroom, not hard to set those up. So something like that can work really well. Getting to the point where they're actually seated and pooping on the toilet like this step 1 that we're telling you, for some trainees, it might be like step 4. They might need to hold onto the handles first and work toward actually sitting while they're pooping. That being said, in many cultures, people don't sit to poop. Our bodies don't like to do it. We're totally happy to have any trainee use like a squatty potty or something that elevates their feet a little bit better. Anyway, the gist of this one is, so they're sitting, they're fully pooping the diaper. What do you do next? So they're, and the length of this step may vary a little. So you might have them do this a couple times. Like there's no really hard and fast rule for this either. You want to kind of look for signs that they're okay with it and they're comfortable before you move on. So they sit on the toilet, they poop fully in their diaper. You go, amazing, you pooped, that's so great. Here's your favorite thing in the world. You can pie my face. You can go in your cardboard elevator. You can do your special favorite thing, right? And then once that's looking okay, once they're doing that, the next step is you're gonna make a tiny hole in the diaper. Just a 1-inch round little hole. You're gonna cut it in the diaper in the spot where you think poop might come out. So here's another prop. So this is a diaper that's been cut. Hope everybody can see that okay. And there's a tiny hole. This hole, I know, is too small for poop to go through. It's just the fact that there's something different about the diaper. We need to introduce that to the trainee. Then they're gonna have this diaper on. They're gonna poop wearing this while they sit on the toilet. And they're same deal. They're gonna get an amazing, cool, fabulous reinforcer. So you're kind of teaching them to slowly tolerate this. Something really important about doing this, see I have tape here to show you. Don't just cut the diaper and leave it be. The inside guts of diapers are so gross to touch for anybody, sensory issues or not. Ooh, it's gritty stuff in there. If it touches their body, they're gonna hate it. This process needs to be as easy as we can make it. Another factor is that the tape should be soft. We suggest using like a hockey tape or something. So hockey tape is fabric, right? It's just cloth or like a hemming tape. Find something that feels soft in your fingers because it's gonna touch their body, right? Don't show them there's a hole now. You're gonna sit with the hole. Put it on like it's no big deal and have them sit. And again, same deal. You reinforce that as if they pooped in the toilet completely. So great. You pooped, amazing. Here's your most favorite thing. From there, think you can see where we're going. The hole's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger over the course of weeks, months, don't know for sure. You wanna look for signs that they're tolerating it okay and they're able to poop comfortably and quickly despite the diaper looking a little bit funny. So you keep going. You have a 1-inch hole. They're tolerating that okay. They're pooping relatively quickly once they get that on. You can now do a 2-inch hole. You can now do a 3-inch hole. At this point, probably some of the poop is going to drop through into the toilet. Now, we want that to happen, right? We want the trainee to kind of feel that sensation. Same deal. All through these steps, you're reinforcing as if they did it on their own. Oh yes, final prop. So by the time you're at about step 5, this is what your hole is gonna look like. So the steps between this one and this one, that hole's just gotten gradually bigger, and you're really careful to tape so none of the diaper's gross insides are gonna come out, trust me. And then you just, essentially, you keep going. You keep enlarging the hole until at one point you're just gonna have like the waistband of the diaper on. But when I've done this in practice, we never really get there. Usually by the time it's here, the trainee's like, I'm good, I'll just poop. We find that they don't even want it on and they're comfortable pooping in the toilet. The fading, where you have to stop is different from everybody. If you were in a situation where a portion of the diaper was on for a long time, I do think that would be okay. You're still getting somewhere. There's no timeline for this. The time it will take for the trainee to tolerate this is gonna vary massively. So, yeah, I mean, we think that's a pretty cool strategy that can work really well for trainees who are kind of really, that diaper is a really critical part of pooping for them. So yeah, we hope that's a useful tool.